That's a bit better. There we go. So we've got 2 shelves left, as you can see. So we're going to go through them now. So on this shelf, because we've just done that shelf, on this shelf we have... Is there anything on the top? No, there's nothing on the top. We have the Guns in Another Room. Then we have, if I can get it out, Hackers. This is the 20th anniversary release. This is the Shout Factory release. This came out about 2 years ago. Awesome film. One of my favourite films from the 90s. Then we've got Hard Target. Right. Hard Target. One of the best Van Damme movies. But we need the John Woo Director's Edition of that. So we've got Highlander. Highlander's awesome. Yes, I own this, The House Bunny. I own it because I fucking love Anna Faris, and it's a funny film as well. Right, Hypertension 1 and 2 is actually Crank 1 and 2. High Road to China, kind of fun Indiana Jones knockoff with Tom Selleck, who I believe was originally going to be Indiana Jones. It's quite a good film. It's got, I want to say it's got Brian Blessed in it, but I don't think it does. Yeah, it does have Brian Blessed. Yes. Fun movie. Fun movie. Independence Day. This is the 2-disc special edition that came out just before this one came out, just before Independence Day Resurgence came out. I absolutely love Independence Day. I can watch it over and over and over and over and over and over again. Independence Day Resurgence, on the other hand, is a big old pile of wank. Inglourious Bastards. One of my favourite Tarantino movies. And then this is Invaders from Mars. This is not the original one. This is the Tobe Hooper version. This is the German Blu-ray. It's not the best film ever made, but it's serviceable. Iron Man 2, Iron Man 3. Why have I not got Iron Man 1? Then we got I Saw the Devil. This movie is fucking brutal. Great film. I do believe it's by the... Kim Ji-woon. Kim Ji-woon, the man who directed... I was going to say Oldboy then, but he didn't direct Oldboy. He directed The Good, the Bad and the Weird. And The Bittersweet Life, yes. Island of Terror, which is a pretty cool 1960s, early 60s British horror, sci-fi horror movie with Peter Cushing. There was 2 that came out around the same time, which was The Island of Terror, which I think were both directed by Terence Fisher, which was that one, and Night of the Burning Damned, or Night of the Burning Doom, Night of the Big Heat, it was also known as. And then there was also The Earth Dies Screaming as well. Jackie Brown, Tarantino, Johnny Handsome, which is the Walter Hill film. Joshua Tree, yeah, awesome movie. Judge Dredd, I am the law. Awesome film. It's not an awesome film, it's a terrible film, but I love it. And then we got Kelly's Heroes and Where Eagles Dare Double. Kick-Ass, The Killer, my favourite of the John Woo movies. I really want to get a copy of Hard Boiled. Then we got The Kingdom, and then this... Lucky I held on to this. This is the Region 1, or the Region A. I think it's Region A. Yeah, the Region A Mill Creek release of Kroll. Because this is in the correct aspect ratio. Whereas the Warner Archives release has got the completely wrong one. This is meant to be 2.35. And the aspect ratio they've put on the Warner Archives one is 1.75, I think it is, so it's all wrong. It's like it's been blown up or something. Labyrinth, LA Confidential, George Romero's Land of the Dead, one of the greatest sci-fi movies of all time, The Last Starfighter. I love The Last Starfighter so much that I have on my shoulder bag, I have the Starfighter patch, and I have it on the I have the Starfighter patch on one of my jackets as well because I love it. This one's pretty cool. This is The Last Unicorn. This is a really, really beautifully animated movie from the late 70s, early 80s, I think it is. This is the German release of The Last Unicorn, but it's a gorgeous looking film. The Legend of Billie Jean, another Mill Creek release. Leon, Logan's Run. I've got the other Warner Archives release of Logan's Run. Mad Max Fury Road. That is how you make an action movie. Then we've got Malone, which is this is the German release of Malone. Cool movie with Burt Reynolds. Nice action movie. Man on Fire, The Man Who Could Cheat Death and the Skull. Maximum Risk. The Mist, Moon. Mr. Majestic, which is the Charles Bronson movie. National Treasure 1 and 2. Neverending Story. Neverending Story looks amazing on Blu-ray, by the way. Then we've got Shane Black's The Nice Guys. Funny movie. Awesome. Was my top film of the year. Night of the Creeps, which is I have the latest Eureka release of that up there, which we showed you earlier. Night of the Living Dead, George Romero's original. The Ninth Configuration. North by Northwest. Operation Condor, which is Armour of God 2, which I'm not sure if this... Yes. Then this now needs to leave my collection, because I haven't watched this since I bought it, because I haven't had a chance to. But I've just checked the back, and it is the god-awful Miramax dub. Yeah, so I'm no longer going to be keeping that. Paranorman, and then we've got Payback, one of my favourite Mel Gibson films, Payback. The straight-up director's cut, which is the version that Brian Helgeland put together after he was fired. Pentathlon with, what's his name? Dolph Lundgren. Pontypool, great unorthodox zombie movie. Point Break, Poltergeist. So then further down, let me move up. Oh, let's get my knees out of the way. We have Predator and Predator 2. We have The Professionals. What's on the top there? No, it's just an empty one in the sketchbook. The Punisher, which is the Dolph Lundgren movie. Then we have The Punisher, which is the Thomas Jane movie. Quick and the Dead. Red Belt. Great. This is such an underrated movie, Red Belt. It's David Mamet wrote and directed it, and it's got Chiwetel Ejiofor in it. And Tim Allen, really cool movie. Red Hill, from the director of The Expendables 3 and The Hitman's Bodyguard. Then we have the classic Red Shoes, Michael Powell film. Michael Powell and Pressburger film. Beautiful movie. Right next to Reservoir Dogs. How odd. There we go. The Revenant, which is a funny zombie movie. And we have one of the best 80s movies of all time, Roadhouse. Robinson Crusoe on Mars, which is a science fiction film from the mid to late 60s, I believe it is. And it's got Adam West in it. Rolling Thunder, cool movie, directed by John Flynn, I think it is. Yeah, John Flynn, and written by Paul Schrader. Very cool revenge movie. One of Tarantino's favourite films, a huge influence on me. Where the fuck have they got to put an Eli Roth quote on the front? Romancing the Stone. This is the other original release of Ronin. The Rover, awesome post-apocalyptic movie. Saigon, this was really cool. I really enjoyed this one. It's under a different name as well, but I can't remember what it's called now. But yeah, that's really cool. Gregory Hines, Willem Dafoe, like detectives in Vietnam, military detectives. Up here is a DVD of a film called Vengeance Day, which is actually called Footsteps. It was the first film from Gareth Evans, who was a writer and director of The Raid, and it's fucking awful. And we have The Shadow, which is Alec Baldwin, 1995. Weird movie. Classic Shaun of the Dead. This one here is 12 rounds, but this is the French DVD, and it is known as Shoot and Run over there for some reason. One of the greatest movies of all time, Singing in the Rain. Then we have Sky Captain and the World's Tomorrow, and Snowpiercer. This doesn't actually work anymore, which is massively annoying. This is the Region A release, so I may have to find a copy of the French Blu-ray or the German Blu-ray, because it never got a release over here, and this is a fantastic movie. Like, really, really fantastic. Really fucked over by the Weinsteins, by Harvey Weinstein. But Snowpiercer. Sorcerer, which is the William Friedkin remake of Wages of Fear. Soylent Green, which is People. Sorry to spoil the movie for you. Spawn, the original film of Spawn. Speed. This one's a bit of an odd one. This is Burt Reynolds in Stick. This is, again, the German release. This wasn't a very good film. It was a bit shit, to be honest. Starship Troopers, Streets of Fire. Now, Streets of Fire is an amazing movie. If you've never seen Streets of Fire, you owe it to yourself to watch it. It is a rock and roll fable set in another time and another place. Just written and directed by Walter Hill. It stars Michael Paré and absolutely stunningly gorgeous Diane Lane and Rick Moranis and Willem Dafoe. And it has an amazing soundtrack. So check it out. I fucking love this movie. Yeah, there's Diane Lane on the back playing Ellen Aim. Really cool movie. Striking Distance then is next. Sudden Death. Suddenly, with Frank Sinatra. This is a very cool movie. Sinatra plays an assassin who arrives in a small town to take out the president, as the president is on his way through the town, and he takes the family hostage. Taken a Pelham 1, 2, 3. Your mum and your mum were hanging out close. Right, to anyone who says that Tank Girl is a shit movie, go fuck yourself. It's amazing. This is the Region 1 or the Region B shout release of Tank Girl. There was like 3 movies from 95. Well, 3 or 4 movies from around about 95, 96, 97 that were basically my teen movies, which was Tank Girl, Hackers, Basketball, and Biodome, with a little bit of Judge Dredd thrown in as well. But yeah, fucking love Tank Girl. Awesome movie. Then we have Martin Scorsese's excellent, brilliant, classic Taxi Driver. Right next to, not exactly classic, Ted. Then we have, I haven't got much space here, sorry. Then we have La Terminator. This is the Region 1 or the Region A release. Then we have Thunderbolt and Lightfoot, which is Michael Cimino, Clint Eastwood and Jeff Bridges. THX 1138. I did own the Region 1 of that, but for some reason the disc was broken. And we've got the Region 1 of H.G. Wells' The Time Machine. This is not the one with Guy Pearce. This is the one with Rod Taylor, which is the far superior version of the film. One I bought recently, not that long ago, Train to Busan, fucking amazing zombie movie. It's like, you think you've seen all the zombie movies, and then one comes along and just like, that was fucking amazing. But yeah, this is still sealed because I haven't watched it since I bought it. And I didn't buy it that long ago. So then we've got Tremors, True Romance, The Usual Suspects, Warrior, The Warriors. Unfortunately, it's the Ultimate Director's Cut. And Westworld. Now, I do have more Blu-rays, which I am going to try and get off my ass to show you in a minute. So if you just give me a sec. Okay, there we go. So we've got Apocalypse Now, Collector's Edition. That's the extended version of Avatar. We got Battlestar Galactica Seasons 1, 2, 3, 4, and the final season. We have the Danny Boyle box set, which has got 127 hours in it. 28 Days Later, Sunshine and Slumdog Millionaire. That is the Planet of the Apes collection. Steven Seagal collection, the Stallone collection, the Stanley Kubrick collection, the Scream trilogy, Kill Bill Volume 1 and 2. Up there is the Universal Monsters collection, and Joe Dante's The Hole. We have a copy of The Lawless and the Baytown Outlaws there. Then we come up, we've got The Kangaroo That Lived in a Shoe. So we've got my steals, which are Big Trouble in Little China, Super 8, Byzantium, Dick Tracy, which I love the artwork on Dick Tracy's steelbook. How gorgeous is that? That just looks fantastic. I did have these in plastic wallets, but they were annoying me. Then we've got Elysium, the Neil Blomkamp movie, The Evil Dead, Reanimator, Return of the Living Dead, which has really cool artwork as well. I really like that artwork, and the Reanimator artwork's fucking gorgeous. Then we have The Rocketeer, which is one of my favourite films growing up, with that beautiful artwork on the front, that Art Deco style artwork. Scanners, Scott Pilgrim, and Serpico. Up here we have Homefront, which is Jason Statham, and The Heat. I know. So the box sets are the Stallone Rambo collection, the Matrix trilogy, the Man with No Name trilogy, the Mad Max trilogy, Lethal Weapon collection, the Jurassic Park trilogy, and the Indiana Jones complete collection. Then we've got the Fast and the Furious. I watched all 4 Indiana Jones films a couple of weeks ago, and they were amazing because I hadn't seen them in ages. Fast and the Furious 1 to 5, I think that is. Then we've got The Dark Knight Rises, The Dark Knight and Batman Begins, the Die Hard quadrilogy. This is the Back to the Future trilogy, and then the Alien anthology, which has got Alien 1, 2, 3, and 4. I don't think it's got Prometheus and the other ones in it. Then we've got these, which are my makeshift covers for the Godfather collection. These are actually Blu-ray, but I ended up buying them sleeveless when Blockbuster went out of business. Then so we've got then the Clint Eastwood collection, amazing collection. Yeah, just fantastic. Something like 10 or 11 movies in there. It's insane. And then the Hammer collection, which is the DVD, not the Blu-ray. And we've got Ghost in the Shell, which is my brother's. I've got some more Blu-rays over here. There's a big stack of DVDs here, which I have just pulled out of storage. So we've got, on the top, we've got, as you can see, Last Man Standing and Last Boy Scout, Sinister, White Lightning, and then this white one here is, that Nick Cage, not Nick Cage, Tom Cruise film, Oblivion, that's the one. Then we've got the X-Men trilogy, or quadrilogy, Superman collection, and then the Star Wars complete. Up here we've got Vengeance, Frozen. I know I have Frozen. Frozen's amazing. The Conjuring, Bullet, American Sniper, The Wild Bunch, Edge of Tomorrow, and Drive. And we've got E.T. by there as well. I think that's pretty much it for my Blu-rays. Oh yeah, The Man of Tai Chi. Yeah, that's it for Blu-rays. So that's all of my Blu-ray collection. From there all the way down to there. And some stuff by there as well as the Xbox 360 games. There's some horror movies there and TV box sets, including Tales from the Crypt and Lost seasons 1 to 6. Yeah, so yeah, this is my my South Park seasons 1 to 18. I haven't got the recent ones that have been released, so that's it. So yeah, that's my Blu-ray collection. The DVD collection is going to be a lot bigger, as you can see, just across here, all the way down. My desk is a tip. All the way down to the bottom are all DVDs. So there's action and war movies there. So that's all one. Horror movies up there, and then DVD corner down there. Oh, there's this as well, which is the From Dusk Till Dawn Blu-ray Collector's Edition, which has got shot glasses and stuff in it. So there we go. There's my Battle Royale t-shirt. So, hope you enjoyed looking at my movie collection, and I'll speak to you all again soon. Peace out.